Hello everybody and welcome to episode 1 of the Degenerate Supercoach podcast. So today is team reveal day. Obviously there might be a few changes, probably quite a few before teams this Tuesday, but what we'll do is we'll go over what we can today. I'm going to go over my set and forgets early on. So I believe, let's start with obviously the hooker and we'll work our way down. I think obviously a lot of people want to finish the season with Harry Grant, Damien Cook, even Reece Robson. In my opinion, I think Robson is just as good as Grant. But obviously we can't start with the big guns in every single position. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to get the cheese. I'm going to get the cheese at a very, very good price of 417,000. I think especially with already Watson going down injured in pre-season, I think Smith's stock price just went through the roof. I think he'll get at least 60 minutes a game and he'll definitely make you money. I think he'll make you money, enough money anyway to upgrade later on to someone like your Grant, your Robertson or your Cook. So we'll start with Smith. We'll work into our halfbacks. We'll get these set and forgets out of the way. So Nathan Cleary, in my opinion, you have to start with him. I think in the 5'8", the 5'8's tough this year. The 5'8's tough. I personally, I want to finish the season with Munster, but obviously, as I was saying before, you can't start with all the guns straight away. I'm tossing up between Burton. I'm tossing up between Burton and Dearden. The Cowboys have a really, really good draw to start the season, but Burton also has a lot of upside. I'm going to start with Burton first, but as I've said before, these things are going to change. But my gut feeling is telling me Burton. Let's move back up to the front rower. I think in the front row, a lot of these top dollar players, I finished the season last year with Tapwine. Tapwine did me wonders. So do I want to start with him this year, or do I think he's too expensive and drop in price? I think he's too expensive and I think he will drop in price. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with someone who I believe was one of the best front rowers in the game last season. Obviously, if you take out his injury, he probably would have continued on his rise up to the top. I think Reuben Cotter. So I'm going to start with Reuben Cotter. Actually, I'll add me second front rower in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down, and due to the Storms' lack of forwards at the moment, I think Christian Welch is your go-to guy. I think with his experience, this will be his second season coming off his what injury was it? Achilles. Second season coming off his Achilles injury. I think he'll be ready to go. I think he'll be the go-to guy in the Storm forward pack. I think he's almost guaranteed to get you that 40 to 50, maybe even 60 on a good day. So I'll put him in there for now, but that also might change. Let's go second rowers. I think some of these guys here, especially IPAP, obviously everybody wanted to have IPAP towards the end of the season last year, or from mid-season onwards. At 726k, that's a big price for someone to start in your second row. I'm probably not going to touch him. I won't touch him just for now, only because the Tigers have recruited really well in their forward pack, and I think that IPAP might not have the same impact that he had at the Eels, especially with the other forwards that he's sharing game time with at the Tigers. I'm going to leave him. What I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to start with Fafita. I think I don't want to miss out on the points on offer from Fafita this year. He's definitely burnt me in the past. Although, new season, new hope. Let's see if Fafita can come through with the goods. Second row forward. Let's have a look. See, some of these players, like Olakwadu for me last season, done wonders. He was great for me. Kick out a new club, different halves. I'm going to stay away from kick out for now, but I have a feeling I'll put him in later on. I'm going to start with Pat Carrigan. More because I think this year will be his, I wouldn't say breakout year, but I think last year, obviously with his successful Origin series and his Kangaroos tour, I think it's matured him as a player, and I think especially given the drama around Payne Huss at the moment, especially with his family issues off field, I think Pat Carrigan's going to step up, and I think the Broncos will be looking towards him to lead that forward pack. I really do. So I'm going to start with him. My third second row forward. See, this is tough. This is where it gets tough, because you don't want to spend too much money on all your forwards, but you do at the same time. I'm going to go Crichton. I'm tossing up between Butcher and Crichton. I really am. But I think if I put Crichton in now, I won't have much reason to get rid of him until the Roosters' first bye. So I'm going to put Crichton in now, but we'll see what happens. Alright, let's scroll down to our wingers. I think personally for me, a set and forget is definitely going to be Valentine Holmes. I think the Cowboys have the best draw in the NRL for this season, and I think that where the points come for the Cowboys, the points are given to Valentine Holmes, whether it be try assist, tries, conversions. He's got a hand in everything, so I think he's a set and forget guy. Now, I'm going to scroll all the way down to a guy who I started with last season, who got unfortunately injured in round 1, who is training and fit and ready to go for the season. And his name is... where is he? Sean Russell for the Eels. I think him and Sivo will be sharing the wing partnership. And I think he's going to be the guy. He's going to be the go-to guy on that side for the Eels. And I think what an unfortunate injury. Like, break your ribs in the first round and spend the rest of the season on the sidelines. I think that's devastating for someone like him. So I think I'm going to put him in there in hopes that he continues on from where he started with a hat-trick in round 1. So we'll see how that goes. My third centre wing, I was tossing up between the Hammer. I think the Hammer at fullback for the Dolphins could be a go. It's hard. Also Isaac Thompson. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go Isaac Thompson, because I think he's going to be on the other wing for the Rabbitohs, if obviously pending injuries. I think he's definitely... I'm definitely going to go with Isaac Thompson. Right. For the fourth one. See, I was thinking about Nickel Clockstead. Now, Nickel Clockstead will probably get the fullback start at the Warriors. And if you can get yourself a fullback for cheap in your centres, it's almost an unspoken Supercoach rule to slot them in. Tossing up between him, Tommy Talau getting that wing spot as well, possibly at the Tigers. Actually, where's Charlie Staines? Because he's probably going to get the fullback position at the Tigers. I'm gonna chuck him in. All right, so we've got Holmes, Russell, Thompson, and Staines. All right, so with our fullback, I'm just going to go straight for Teddy. There was a few times last year where I regretted not having Teddy for parts of it, and I think I'm not going to miss out on that opportunity again, so I'm just going to chuck him in there for now. We'll work from the bottom back up. So my second option for my fullback is going to be Scotty Drinkwater. I think Pappenhausen, he's going to be I reckon he's just going to be completely injury prone next season. I think he's going to be in and out all the time. It's a hard one. I do think with the draw that the Cowboys have, I think Drinkwater is almost guaranteed to get you 60, 70, 80, 90. It's either going to be him or Turbo, but obviously pending Turbo's surgery in the States, we'll see how that goes, but I'll put Drinkwater in for now. Alright, our reserves for our wing centres. We'll scroll all the way down because I want to try and see if we can get some bottom dollar cheapies. I'm going to go with Hodgson for the Knights. I have heard, or I've read, that he's got a lot of potential this season, so if I can find him. Can't even find him. There he is. Bailey Hodgson. We'll slot him in. Our next bottom dollar cheapie will be from the Titans. Apparently this guy is the fastest thing since Flash. So we're going to be keeping our eye on the trials. See if he gets a start. Obviously if he doesn't get a start, we'll be coming back and we'll be changing this stuff straight away. So we'll definitely have a look at him. So Khan Pereira, we're going to chuck him in. And where is the winger for the Bulldogs? I believe Almotti. Where is he? There he is. There we go. So we've got 3 bottom dollar cheapies in our wing centre spots that could potentially make us a lot of money pending trials and Teams List Tuesday. So obviously we'll be coming back later on after Teams List Tuesday to do a recap of everything and see if this team has changed. So we're going to move on to our 5'8". Personally, I'm going to go with a cheaper 5'8". Obviously, I don't want to spend too much money on the bench. I'm going to go with Schuster. I think Schuster at 210k is almost a crime. I think he is guaranteed to make you some money. He's training, he's fit, he's not injured, he's ready to go. He can play anywhere in the forward pack, slot into 5'8". I think he's almost a guarantee. I think he's a set and forget, to be honest, pending injuries. All right, let's move on to our halves. I'm going to go with Milford. I think Milford at the Dolphins with Bennett. I think Bennett will get the best out of Milford. I really do. I could be way off the mark. I really could be. He could be a complete flop. But there's only one way to find out, and Supercoach is a game of risk. So, well calculated risk. So we'll move on to our second row. Move on to our second row forward. So I'm going to slot in there's a lot of potential. Jermaine Hopgood, without a doubt. I think Hopgood has he's definitely made his mark last season. I think he's a great signing for the Eels. I think he'll definitely be spending a lot of time on the field. So, especially with the departure of IPAP, I think Hopgood is raring to go. Let's have a look. tough. This is where it gets tough. This is where it definitely gets tough. Do I just go the old Burbo? Do I? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to go anywhere near Burbo. I'm going to go with Ray Stone. I'm pretty sure he gets the hooker role at the Dolphins. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I've read somewhere that he is getting the hooker role at the Dolphins. So we'll put him in. Let's have a look. This is where it gets tough. We'll skip that last spot. We'll go straight back up to the hooker role. Okay, so we've still got $1 million to spend, which isn't too bad with 4 players remaining, especially on the bench. So I'm going to go down. I was looking at... See, this is the thing. You need to have a look at the hookers who aren't going to be spending too much time sharing their minutes. I think Josh Hodgson, I really think Hodjo is going to get a lot of minutes at the Eels in that role there, especially with his experience. I think he's going to be getting at least 40 to 60 minutes. It's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm going to chuck Hodjo in for now, but we will definitely come back to that. Okay. Bench for the front row. Let's scroll down. Let's have a look. Franklin Pele, bang, there we go. I think he gets his minutes this season. I think he's obviously bottom dollar. I think it'll be a slow burn. I really think it'll be a slow burn for Pele, but it is what it is. 523k left. I probably won't spend all 523k, to be honest. What about Hetherington? Hetherington for the Knights. How much is he? Hetherington. Where are you? There he is. Hetherington. Bang. Chuck him in. Happy days. Alright. Our last one. How much have we got left? 290. Let's have a look. Jacob Hosts, Josh Kerr, Tyron Peachy. How old is he? He's like 32 years old, isn't he? Going back to the Panthers for one last hurrah. I'm not going anywhere near Burbo. He was just a waste. Carl Lawton, nah. Sean Blore. I'm going to put Sean Blore in there for now. For now. I know the Tigers have recruited very, very well in their forward pack for this season, so he might not get as many minutes as expected. But I think given the first look at the team at the moment, I think this is pretty okay. I think it'll be okay for now. Obviously, we'll come back to this and we'll chip and change at it. But yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that for now. 85,000 remaining. My goal this season, is to try to at least make the top 5%. Last season I was in the top 9%, I believe. So pretty average. But we'll see. Maybe even top 1%. See how we go. All right. Thank you very much. Episode 1 done. Episode 2 will be up and running over the next couple of weeks. Pending if any news happens. If not, if nothing pops up, I think I'll just wait until the trials start. And we'll have a look at some players and see how they go, and I'll make a video then. Awesome. Until then, peace out. Good luck.